Hey Neil, how's it going? Obviously, start with the unfortunate news about Andre. I guess just as a leader of that room, how much does that sting for him and you guys? How do you feel about moving forward? I guess without.
Yeah, it hurt us. Me personally, Dre, a close friend of mine on this team. So it hurt me just as much as it hurt him. I know how much he a fighter, how he waited for his turn, how much work he put in. I just told him keep guard first and his time gonna come.
Yeah, I guess just um, when it comes to Mississippi State, Neil, obviously it seems like a chance maybe to prove that y'all have fixed what happened in that game last year. How much far do y'all think you'd come as a defense in the last year? Do you think that you're equipped now to stop the things that gave y'all so much trouble against them last time?
We feel good. We confident. We put in a lot of work this offseason with Coach Jones, and we feel like he's gonna put us in best position to make plays and be successful in this game Saturday.
Neil, as a veteran guy that's been around for a long time, what are the feelings of going into SEC play? Is there a kind of an extra focus, an extra edge this week?
We look at every game as a sign. We just put in the work during the week, work hard, practice hard, so we be successful on Saturdays.
What are your memories of cowbells?
I know it's a loud stadium. They do their thing over there, and we just gonna come there, block out all the noise, and play good.
Now Mason Smith might be playing some defensive end now. I guess somebody practices with him every day. How do you feel about him moving to that spot, and what might that kind of do for your defensive line to have that bigger guy there?
A player like Mace, he can play anywhere on the line. That's what's so good about him. He's so versatile. 6'5", 6'6", about 280. Can pass rush, can bend, can play double team, single blocks. He really can do it all. So I'm excited to see how he play out there.
Hey Neil, Sheldon Nichols with the Advocate. Coach O was telling us yesterday about how they moved BJ out a little bit, get him off the tackle a little bit, give him a little more, I guess, space to roam. But what have you seen from him in year one or year two? He's already got more sacks than he did all last year.
Yeah, he progresses as a player each and every week. He's a natural born pass rusher. He could bend. He could do it all just like Mason. I'm glad we got him on our team.
Yeah, hey Neil, this is Glenn West here. A couple guys on that interior defensive line that maybe don't get a whole lot of the shine are Joseph Evans and now even Jacobian Guillory seems to really kind of coming on here. Just talk about the depth now that you guys have. Obviously with Mason moving over to DN, just how the interior still looks pretty solid.
Jacoby, my guy, he played nose behind me. I took him on my wing. I try to make him better. He make me better. He an energy type of player. We got a lot of depth.
Hey Neil, this is Shay Dixon. Speaking of depth, I guess Coach O said this morning that it looks like next week Glenn Logan might be back and could be back to practicing, maybe even play against Auburn. You mentioned those other guys. What does a guy like Glenn bring to that defensive tackle room when he's back out there with you?
G-Lo, he's a student of the game. He always in the playbook. He always watching film, so he tell us what the O-line gonna do. He's just a very great student of the game, and I'm excited to get him back out there.
Hey Neil, this is Nick Lopez with Tiger TV, and it looks like the past couple of weeks that the D-line has really been like the spark plug for the defense. Can you elaborate on that a little and talk about how you plan to continue that?
Yeah, we just been working our butts out every week, every day. I get hats off to Coach Jones and Coach Carter for putting us in position to make plays and be successful in the game, and I'm just ready to get back out there and work.
Hey Neil, this might be a dumb question, but is there different ways you have to prepare when you're going against an air raid, kind of knowing they will be passing? You would assume most of the game.
We just go into the practice, do what the coaches tell us to do. They're gonna have the game plan. We just gonna abide by that and be successful.
Neil, you mentioned Coach Carter there for a second. Orgeron's given him a lot of sort of praise when talking about the defensive line. What's he like as a coach? What sort of things does he do with y'all?
Like I said before, he had 80 career sacks in the NFL. So what he brings to the table, everybody gonna buy in and listen. And so far, he's been doing a great job. We've been being successful. We're gonna keep it going.
Neil, Coach Ogeron said the first game against UCLA, the first big test, you guys didn't play well, and this is kind of a chance to see where you're at after a couple of, I don't say warm-ups, but kind of get yourself back in position for the next big game. Is that how you feel?
I mean, yeah, you know, we ain't played too good. You know, we could have played a lot better, but, you know, the coaches went back and watched film and figured out how they could put us in better position to make plays, and they did that. And we've been putting that on for 2 weeks now. We're going to keep it going throughout the rest of the season.
Hey, Neil. Coach O was telling us yesterday that the coaching staff started game planning for this game way back in the summer. You know, and given that, plus how this game unfolded for you all last year, has that created a heightened sense of urgency around things as you all want to really redeem yourself from that effort and be 1-0 in SEC play?
Yeah, you know, SEC, you know, it's big. We're going to be prepared. We're going to be ready to do what we got to do to get the win Saturday.
Hey, Neil, a couple of maybe technical questions. Just what does Andre do to get you all those looks? You talked about his sacks and his history. I mean, is he really getting down there with you guys and showing you the techniques that you need to use? And then kind of going back to kicking, I think it was BJ out a little bit further. What does that do? Does that just enable him to get, more speed or to keep the offensive lineman's hands off of him? What is that distance of being kicked out further do for a defensive lineman?
You know, as a DN, you play 5 technique, you be outside the tackle. So he get out there, he got plenty of space to work pass rushes, play the 5 technique against the run, and that's going to make him be successful as a player and us be successful as a defense, the type of player he is. And with Coach Carr, he get down and dirty with us. I mean, one practice, he put the pass on and we was going against him, and he had shoulder pads on. So, he's a great coach, and I'm very, very thankful we got him on our team.